Imagine this: time travel is suddenly a reality. You can go anywhere, anytime. The past, the future, it's all within your grasp. But there's a catch, a big one. For every trip you make, you have to live through the same exact day over and over again. Yep, that's right. Every time you want to jump to a different moment in history, or visit the future, you're stuck in a single ordinary day. You wake up, brush your teeth, eat breakfast, and then bam, you're transported to whatever point in time you've chosen. But before you do anything, you have to live through the day again. Now let's think this through. On the surface, it sounds kind of absurd, right? Time travel should be this thrilling, mind-bending adventure where you zoom through centuries, seeing historical events firsthand, or hopping forward into the unknown. But here, every single time you want to make that leap, you're trapped in the same mundane routine before you even go anywhere. Sure, you can visit ancient Egypt or see the rise of artificial intelligence in the future, but you've got to get through Tuesday again first. And that Tuesday, it's not special. It's just the usual. The same weather, the same breakfast, the same TV show you watch to kill time, the same people you're surrounded by, and the same random conversations that don't go anywhere. Over and over. Now at first, maybe it wouldn't seem that bad. You've got the power to travel through time after all. You could use the repetitiveness of your day to prepare. Want to make sure you hit every detail right when you travel to the past? Just replay the day as many times as you need. You could rehearse, get everything perfect. For instance, if you're heading back to meet Cleopatra, you can practice your lines, your wardrobe, or even strategize about how to not embarrass yourself. You've got all the time in the world, figuratively speaking, to get it right. But here's where things start to get tricky. Eventually, the repetition would begin to take a toll. The more you live through the same day, the more you would change, and not necessarily for the better. You might start off with a lot of energy and enthusiasm, using this strange routine to perfect your time-traveling experiences. But as the days pile up, you'd start to feel the weight of it. By the 100th or 1000th time you've brushed your teeth the exact same way, or eaten the same cereal, you probably start questioning your sanity. You know exactly how everything is going to play out. That neighbor's annoying dog? It barks at the same time every morning. That one friend who always texts you to meet up, only to cancel last minute? Yep, they do it on cue. It's like living inside a glitchy loop where nothing changes, and it starts to get mind-numbing. You'd begin to crave spontaneity, the unpredictability of life. You'd want to skip past this monotonous routine and jump straight into your time travel adventures. But nope, you can't. You're stuck in this cycle. And here's where it gets interesting. Living through this same day over and over again could drive you to extremes. What if you try to break the routine? Maybe you'd start changing small things to break the cycle, just a little tweak here or there. You could skip breakfast, talk to someone you usually ignore, wear something completely different, or maybe even take a different route to work. But what if those changes impact your time travel? What if they cause a ripple effect that changes how things unfold in the future or the past? What if you mess something up and your time travel adventure gets ruined because of it? Now you're caught in a vicious cycle of trying to make things perfect, but every time you change something, you have to live through that same day all over again to fix it. It could quickly turn into a nightmare where you can't break free from this endless loop of monotony and perfectionism. And think about the social effects. Eventually, you'd probably start to distance yourself from the people around you. How could you connect with anyone when you know they're trapped in the same static reality, and you're the only one aware of it? It's like being in a play where everyone else is reading from the same script, but you're the only one who knows the ending. Conversations would start to feel hollow, and you might even grow resentful of the people who don't realize they're part of a repeatable day. Relationships could easily feel fake or meaningless, because you already know how everything will unfold. It would be hard to enjoy the same interactions when there's no mystery, no surprise. But then there's another side to this. Maybe, just maybe, you could learn to embrace the repetition. Instead of fighting it, maybe you'd find a way to make the most of your endless Tuesdays. You could start noticing the tiny details, the way the light hits your kitchen window at exactly 8:02 a.m., or the particular sound of a bird outside your window. You could become a master of observation, seeing the beauty in the most mundane moments. Time, after all, is the one thing we can never truly control. Maybe being forced to relive the same day would teach you something profound about appreciating the present, about finding joy in the now, no matter how repetitive it might seem. You'd find meaning in the small moments, in the little things that most people overlook. You might even start to see patterns in human behavior, in your own actions, and realize how much of life is about repetition and cycles. So what happens next? After you've lived through this same day 1,000 times, would you still want to time travel? Or would you begin to hate the idea of it altogether, stuck in a cycle of repetition with no way out? Would you learn to accept the simplicity of living in a world where nothing ever changes? Or would you start trying to break free from the time loop in a desperate attempt to find something fresh and unpredictable? Would you start trying to change the day no matter the consequences, or would you become numb to it all? Let me know what you think in the comments below. If time travel were this expensive, would you still take the plunge? Or would you just enjoy the same day over and over and try to find the joy in it?